Joyhdae.
Ryan. Virgo season. Brr, brr. It's cold today. It's cold.
You know, it is. And I be trying to give fall the benefit of the doubt because I like the fall wardrobe sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cold. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't like cold. I don't do cold.
Mm. Yeah. I kind of understand when the old people were just like, yeah, I'm retiring to the sun and all of that type of business.
Mhm, mhm.
Because these old bones, I don't know if they can handle this much longer. I really don't know. It's like, what happened to fall? I do remember when we were kids, fall existed. Yeah.
It
But yes,
did.
like it's like earlier this week it was 80 something degrees.
Earlier this week, I was definitely at work in like summer-ish apparel with like a blazer
Mhm.
just because the
Mhm.
weather is very temperamental. It'll start off
Mhm.
one way and then it'll
Mhm.
be like, hey,
Mhm.
let me drop 30 degrees and add a cold, brisk wind to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, 80 something degrees. I woke up this morning to it saying a cool 43 degrees outside. 43 degrees today. 4-3
That's a
with
lot.
the degree symbol and the Fahrenheit. Yes, that.
That's yeah, that's I don't I'm not a fan. And I've told that winter has never served a purpose for me.
Mhm.
And anything that reminds me of winter,
Mhm.
like this weather, I'm not with it.
But like you said, wardrobe gets to wardrobing in the fall, and I got a nice new hooded sweatshirt
And
that I got from my beloved Nick, and this beautiful hat that I'm wearing right now. If you look from this angle, I'm sorry for y'all that are listening, but if you look from this angle, it says, New York, because New York, that's where we from. And then the other side, IYK. And then if you look straight on ahead, it's dad gang. It's giving dad gang. And yes, that's what I am. I'm a dad, and my beloved co-host here knows that I'm a gang, and she was just like, I mean, I'm not a gang, I'm a dad. She knows that I'm a dad. And she was like, "Yes, for your birthday, you need that hat. You need that hat." All right, so I thank you. I love it. Thank you,
you're
Jide.
welcome. You're
Mm-hmm.
very hard to shop for, one. But two, I
Yeah.
saw it and I was like, this has Ryan written all over it. Three, I am still cackling at last week when you decided to um let people know that you were the dad out of the two of us.
I thought that was hilarious. My
That
bad.
had me in stitches still because I said, now, first of all, because I'm slow, y'all know I'm slow sometimes. And I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Of course you're the dad. I'm not
Yo,
the trans man here.
I love slapstick humor. I love dry humor. I love like all that stuff. So like if I were to do this show with anyone else, they would be even slower than you. So, it's just I I appreciate wherever you can meet me. Yeah. Cuz a lot goes on up in this brain.
Listen, listen, that's my problem. It's too much going on up there. And I'm trying to filter it out.
Mhm.
So what's up,
Mhm.
Ryan? How are you? How was your week other than being cold?
Oh, I am cold. I am also sick because, the germs tend to live in this household apparently. However, I am in better shape than I have been in the past, so I am not quite as sick as some of the other people in this place. So I'm pushing along. I'm pushing through, and hopefully we can get through this entire thing without a sneeze or a cough. And now that I've said it, maybe it's almost here. Who
And now
knows? Who
now
knows?
now you're gonna end up having a whole fit. Like,
uh and just lots going on. It was a very tiring week. My body basically shut down couple days this week after work, and I was just like comatose. Just bed was like, come here to me, and that was that. And it happens. I guess maybe I don't want to call that on 40, but maybe it's a raggedy bitch. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. But here we are. But yes, that's my week. How is yours?
my week was an interesting one. It was a good one. It was a busy one. My mom is finally back from Antigua. Shout out to her. She's
Okay.
brought back my favorite sodas, 2 bottles of hot sauce, some
Mm.
fresh Antiguan fish that I can fry up, and some lobster. I'm about to be Chef Boyardee in this mug.
Leave it to a West Indian to bring back all sorts of shit they ain't supposed to bring back.
First of all, I call my mother El Chapo because she gets everything through. You understand me? If you were to be in my mother's apartment right now, she has a big old cereal container full of tea leaves that look like weed. How did
Mm.
you get that through customs, sis?
Listen, you already the ops, all right? You done telling the lady's business, and I don't appreciate it. Maybe I'll cut this one out. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see.
She'll
But
be all right. She got them in her pocket. She'll be all right. She ain't traveling for a while anyway. She'll be all right.
uh-huh. But yeah, it's yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Also, she's been calling cash fat,
How
which
dare you, Jade? How dare you? How
me,
dare you? How dare you? Who you've been feeding the boy? You've been feeding him since she's
he
left.
eats the
So,
same. It's because he's no longer sick. It's because my
mm,
baby can actually eat protein. And so
mm,
now he eat his little protein based meals or protein in his meals. He a little solid. He ain't fat though. My mother's just wilding. She's just out of
yeah,
pocket.
yeah. Yeah. I'm good for him. Good for her. I'm happy for y'all. Happy for y'all. I was trying to come up with something to segue into whatever is happening next. Wasn't happening. It didn't work out.
So listen, 2025 has proven to be an absolute dumpster fire, and this week is
Mm,
absolutely no different. There have
mm-mm.
been some moments. Are there any moments that we can laugh about? No, maybe one.
I don't.
No, two. Two. There's definitely two moments we can laugh about this
Okay.
week.
Okay.
Um, I do have my typical. I do have an old school. Am I the asshole? I have two options for you again, or I can
Okay.
just choose. You let me know. We got Kamala. Stop giving a fuck. Pardon my French.
Love this for her.
She's no longer. She's saying the quiet parts out loud now. She's not playing with y'all anymore. Hence my major look Harris
Mm.
Walls hat because Team Kamala over here. We tried to tell y'all. Trump and them are out here doing what they do best, which is nothing and acting like they're doing a whole lot of something while being chaotic while doing it. 900 or just under 1,000 people are trapped on Mount Everest. I have questions.
Questions.
Dolly Parton's sister needs to learn how the internet works.
Ops.
Drake Drake just took a whole nother L that has me tickled.
Mm-hmm.
Ayesha Curry said some things that had the internet up in arms. And Letitia James was indicted. Why? Because she's a black woman. But we'll get into all of that. We'll get into all of that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And that, my friend, was called the rundown. Good
Yeah. You
job.
see what I'm
Good
saying?
job, Jade. Let's see how we going. Let's see how we gonna hit all them things within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah,
Let's see.
we'll
All right.
see.
Let's
This
see.
will be
Let's see.
a speed round. Okay. So for Am I the Asshole? Do we do Am I the asshole for embarrassing my sister on her wedding day for outing? Oh no, for talking about my little brother's lack of virginity? Or oh wait, where did the other one go?
Oh gosh. I guess you got to do that one then.
Oh no, here it is. Or am I the asshole for yelling at my sister at her wedding for dead naming my son?
Oh God. We supposed to be smiling this week, and I'm pretty sure that second one gonna piss me the fuck off. All right, give me the first one. Give me the
All
first
right,
one.
so here we go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my eldest sister, 29 female, younger sister, 24 female, and youngest brother, 22 male. Extended family attended our family dinner, so all of our significant others, our cousins, aunts, uncles, etc. During the dinner, my elder sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration and losing said argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." My brother hadn't done the personal attacks up until that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Anyway, I
Mm.
told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me as my brother definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college and that since everyone in the family knows this is not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this, amazingly.
Oh my
He
god.
must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. Family is blaming her for their marital issues. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god. What kind of family is this? Oh my gosh, Janae. Wow, I have so many questions. So many questions. One, for the 22-year-old virgin. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Do what you got to do. And when the time comes and whenever you're ready, you do what you have to do. I don't care what your sister has to say. Um, Also, for the sister that has slept with over 100 people in college, also, I don't really care about that either. Good for you. Enjoy yourself. Do what you got to do. Ain't nobody judging you. Um, the husband now of that sister, I feel bad for him only for one reason, the fact that she misled him. I assume that they had a conversation and she told him differently than what this sister revealed. And so the only issue that I have here is not that she did what she did, is the fact that she lied to him about that. At the end of the day, I don't see anything wrong with someone being more experienced once they are not going to bring me any sort of disease or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
maybe you could teach me a thing or two, but like, it's that to me is not the issue here. The issue here is the lying. I tell people all the time, there's so many people. My wife is in this industry, this wedding industry, and I tell people all the time, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage. And so if you are to have a decent marriage, I would think that honesty would be a good like foundation to set right underneath that, that good marriage, so I feel real bad for this. Also, where are the adults in this? Where are the adults here? Because like,
No one's arguing.
how did they let this conversation go so crazy? Like, not my mother. My mother was gonna let, well, maybe when she was younger, but maybe like as an older as an older person, she wasn't gonna let this conversation get this crazy. Me as a younger person would not have let this conversation get, crazy. So I don't know. It's a lot of questions here. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Is she the asshole? God, I feel like a lot of people are the assholes here. But yes, I would like to say that you had no business sticking your words in here. I know you were
Yeah.
defending your brother, but this was not your fight. It was more so your job to de-escalate this without escalating it, you know?
Let me tell you something. Everybody involved in this, with the exception of maybe the 22-year-old, suck.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I say that is you're right. Him being a 22-year-old virgin is not a big it's not a big deal. Like if
Right.
he's not ready, he's not ready. Why are we making that
Yeah.
something that you want to embarrass him about? Your sister being good at what she does and enjoying sex, not a bad thing. Why are we trying to make that a bad why are you trying to take that, like, make that shameful for her? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Depending on what they were arguing about, why were we going so low?
That
You know what I
part.
mean?
That part.
Like what were y'all arguing about that had y'all so up in arms that y'all both had to go below the belt? You in the defense of your brother and your sister because she thought she was losing an argument. Why not just go enjoy another cocktail?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was, and I don't want to disparage this brand, but it is a dark cognac that
Yeah,
I tend
yeah.
to not drink that makes me very angry. So I would think that's what she was drinking for sure.
You would
Cause
hope
what
because it just doesn't make sense. Like, and also, why are we arguing around extended family? Y'all don't
that
got a
part
group.
too.
Y'all don't
Yeah.
got a group chat that y'all could have just had this in the family group chat with the core, all the
Mm-hmm.
siblings or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
like, why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. I just think everybody sucks. Everyone sucks. Everyone sucks. Even maybe even the 22-year-old, because to your point, so nobody was gonna be like, how about y'all go to y'all two separate corners for 10 minutes, take a deep breath, and then we can all reconvene with dinner. Why would you
That's
make the
that
decision
right.
to ruin
Mm-hmm.
everybody else's dinner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's it's I'm just trying to imagine me being like the onlooker as the like the husband of somebody that has nothing to do with this, and I'm just there watching all of this. Like I don't oh, better yet, if I was like a boyfriend or like
Right.
a fiance, like, am I making the right decision here?
Right.
Like,
Second guess.
am I?
Do I want to be a part of this crazy family?
You
Because
know what I mean? You know?
this seems a little
It's
violent. Y'all seem a little
yeah.
toxic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. I don't. Everybody sucks. Everybody
Answer the
sucks.
question, Jade. Is she the asshole?
All of them. Yes. Yes. Y'all all
Okay.
suck because there was really
Oh
no reason
man.
for y'all to be acting the way that y'all was acting at a family
Mm-mm.
dinner. There's plenty of
Yeah.
other ways. My family
Yeah.
and I rarely argue, and if we do, it's not in front of guests. I don't care if it's
Mm-hmm.
other family members or not. We wait.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have couths
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I grew up this way, and I'm in therapy for it right now. But you don't bring your inside business outside.
at all. Very
so
simple. Very
so.
simple. You know.
But yeah,
Um,
yeah.
because last week's um country Courtney, I was gonna say Courtney Country. I felt like I need to bring some levity after last week and give us a little traditional. I did have a
Oh
messy
man.
"Am I the asshole" story today, or "What should I do" story, but I said, you know what? Last week Courtney had Ryan.
These scenarios always going to have me in a tizzy regardless, because I don't live my life this way, but
Neither do I.
very interesting sometimes, I guess.
We're gonna get the heavy, not the heavy stuff, but the political nonsense out the way first because why not? So the government is still shut down, and I'm gonna start with that one simply because I think it flows nicely into everything else, starting where we're at currently.
Okay, I
If you
see
didn't
you
listen
like a
last year,
conductor,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
conductress,
trying to,
pulling things together.
trying to, you know
I
what
see.
I
All right, all
mean?
right, all right.
So we're still shut down because Republicans refuse to fund healthcare for Americans, basically. Specifically, the
Such a
extensions of the
dumb
Affordable Care
reason.
Act's premium tax credits and the reversal of healthcare cuts that was enacted earlier this year. Senate Democrats have rejected a short term full funding bill passed by the House, arguing that it fails to address these critical healthcare priorities. It's the standoff between the House and Senate, and the White House continues with no resolution in sight. So, Lord knows what's going to happen. The shutdown has now entered its 10th day. They have failed
As
multiple
of
times
today.
to pass, as of today, to pass competing bills. One Republican proposal to fund the government through November 21st, and a Democratic plan focused on restoring healthcare support. Listen, President Trump has threatened to withhold back pay from furloughed employees, but stated that military personnel will continue to receive pay. Right now, approximately 750,000 federal employees are either furloughed or working without pay. Essential
Mm-mm.
services like Medicare, Medicaid, TSA, postal services continue, while research institutions like the NIH and CDC face disruptions in testing studies and outreach programs. Military pay remains uncertain pending separate legislation. National parks, passport offices, and small business loan processing centers are among the hardest hit areas. Listen, they said they're not giving y'all federal workers, or if you are a federal worker, they're not giving you your back pay. Okay. Donald Trump got on
I,
TV and was like, I don't, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Why would we do that? Mike Johnson said the same thing. So y'all showing up to work with the thinking y'all gonna get a good check when this is all said and done because they owe you
mm-mm.
money, and your president is
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
no.
You know what's so crazy about this? There are so many workers in positions that are quite critical, and not critical in the way that you may think, right? That man has his morning McDonald's every morning, right? Or whatever he eats. I
It's
assume that
McDonald's.
it has to be
No, they said
garbage.
they
It
said it's
has to be
McDonald's.
garbage.
You hit the nail on
So
the head.
so somebody got to bring that food to him, no?
Yeah,
That person would be a federal worker, no?
yeah,
All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave
yeah.
it alone. I'm gonna
Listen,
leave it alone. I'm
listen,
leave it. I'm just.
listen.
It's so disgusting to me how people have such disregard for people. Like, not even just people that are their subordinates, but just people in general. It's just like, what kind of world do we live in these days? Like,
A dumpster fire.
It
Y'all
makes me
think I'm
so
playing
sick. It makes me
when I
so sick.
say send the rapture or the media? Get rid of these folks, because these are the folks that think they're getting raptured. You know what I mean? Like, these are the folks that think if Jesus comes on earth and he's calling them to heaven, they think they're going. Get rid of them. Also, sidebar, apropos of nothing, before we move on to the next topic, Donald Trump does not know what habeas corpus is. He thinks that's a person. Don't believe me? Google it. They asked him about it during a press conference, and he was like, I'll let Christine Noem deal with that. Okay? And I don't
He's
care
going.
if her last name is wrong, right? I don't care. I don't respect people. When I don't respect you, your name does not
He
get
should ask
pronounced
the.
properly.
He should ask the president of Puerto Rico the answer.
In the Virgin Islands,
In the U.S. Virgin
in the
Islands, he should
U.S.
ask.
Virgin Islands,
Yeah,
yeah,
ask
yeah,
them because
yeah.
they know that they
Also,
know.
sidebar too, the Turning Point folk and Donald Trump and them now want to have their own Super Bowl show.
Good for. And Bad Bunny is still gonna bring the most viewers that it has ever
Why do
had
y'all?
ever.
When I tell y'all that they have an embarrassment kink, y'all
Oh
have an
God.
embarrassment
Oh
kink.
my gosh.
Because the 5,000 people that are going to tune into YouTube to watch
Oh,
y'all's,
oh my gosh.
because any network that's
Oh
going to
my gosh.
carry the Super Bowl in whatever market it's in is not going to subjugate themselves to not put on the Bad Bunny performance for y'all's Christian based, because that's what they want. They want Christian based artists
Mm.
to perform their own Super Bowl show, because the advertisers are going to yank their monies from them.
Bad Bunny should bring out Kirk Franklin.
And you know Kirk down for that. You know Kirk down for that. Okay?
Oh, too funny. Too
Anyway,
funny.
but that being said, Vice President Kamala Harris has made headlines this week for bluntly stating, these motherfuckers are crazy, while describing the current
Correct.
political climate in the United States. Her remark came during a Day of Unreasonable Conversation summit in Los Angeles, where she spoke about the irrationality and chaos of modern politics, referencing her own experiences and the state of leadership today. Listen. Okay, Kamala said that mother effer is her favorite cuss word, and she meant it. Okay, my good sis meant it. She said it. She's not wrong.
Oh my gosh, I love this for her. And the fact that she was just like, these people don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. And now she is speaking with all of the AAVE and everything. I'm just like, where did this lady come from? But then I realized that she is, what is she? She's a Delta, right? Or is
Yeah,
she a
no, she's
Delta? Yeah.
a
Or
no, is she an
AKA
AKA?
or what?
She's an
I don't know.
AKA, I
Whatever.
think.
She a
But we can't
soror.
get this
And
messed up
so
because they
I forgot about they
somehow,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
they
please look
swarm
it
the
up.
comments, and
Please look it up. I
they
do
not
know
about
she's a
the.
soror, and she was just like, listen, don't forget where I came from, and
She's an
she
AKA.
letting y'all know. Letting y'all know. Okay.
She's an AKA, because y'all not about
Very
to
good.
swarm our comments and mentions on some. I'm more terrified of them than I am of them
That's right.
other, because they
That's right. As you
they
should.
reps and they reps hard. Listen.
Yes, as you should.
I
Love
love this
this.
for Kamala too. I'm not even gonna hold you, because she's right. We got to stop talking to these people like they are normal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have to stop
Mm-hmm.
being like, oh my God, let's reach across the aisle. And no, punch these people in their
That
face
doesn't exist anymore. It
at
really does
all.
not.
At all. Like, we got to stop acting like it does. Civility does not exist. Collaboration does not exist within the US political parties like it used to. You are either on the side of good or the side of evil. And if you don't know
Mm.
which side is which, then you are on the side of evil.
Mm.
And I mean, I said what I said, and I mean it.
You said what you said.
I'm not even going.
And I would have to agree with you. It's like, oh God, like, and you know what's so crazy? Those of us that are on what you call the good side, I don't even think if and when we do what we're supposed to do, it's gonna bring out the side of us that we choose not to show. And
Yeah.
that's the part, like that's the part you gotta on some level stoop to their level in order to do the greater good, like. And that's the terrible part, because it's like, you know, um as a reformed and therapized Virgo, like, there's so much there's so much that gets built up that you just say, let me work on my breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 out, right? And so
Right.
so that you don't act up. Now it's gonna reverse all of the money, all the money you spent on therapy. That's what this is.
Listen, that's why I said I'm not arguing with you anymore. I'm just gonna boo you mid-sentence and walk away.
Ah,
That's
man,
me being the healed version of myself. Because if I argue with you, I'm going to hurt your
to hell.
feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I am Cardi B without the money.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Cardi.
And my mouth and my brain, sometimes they don't meet halfway. It's just pure emotion. So
Mm,
whatever I feel like you are in that moment, I'm going to call you that. So I'm
mm-hmm.
booing you and I am walking away. And I have exercised that quite a few times recently. People in certain spaces have been like, oh, if Zoran Mamdani wins, America, New York's gonna plunge into a socialist, but boo, and just walk away. Leave you there in the middle of your sentence, confused, because
Yeah,
why I'm not even going there with you.
a lot of these MAGA Republicans, their favorite color is definitely five. Definitely
Definitely
five for
five.
sure. Like
Definitely
it's
five. And it's not
it's
because
like,
their moms took Tylenol while they were pregnant with them. That literally has nothing to do with it.
oh
It's
my God.
wild to me. And I just, you know. Anyway, Kamala's saying that these motherfuckers are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
decided they was gonna lean into that.
Mm.
They leaned into it so well, in fact, that they decided to indict Letitia James on federal charges. She's
This
been indicted by a federal grand jury in Virginia on charges of bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution. The indictment alleges she falsely claims a property in is it Norwalk or Norfolk? Norfolk. Norfolk.
it's Virginia, right? It's
Yeah,
Virginia,
but is
right?
it no? Because
There
I
it
know
is.
there's no walk in Connecticut. See, this is why
Okay, you see?
America is jacked up as it is. Anyway, property in Virginia as her secondary
Mm-hmm.
residence to obtain better loan terms, when in fact it was being rented out as an investment property. If convicted, she faces up to 30 years in prison and fines up to $1 million per count. She's denied the allegations, calling them politically motivated retaliation led by allies of Donald Trump. She claims the indictment represents the continued weaponization of the justice system and vowed to fight the charges vigorously. The news
Mm-hmm.
comes amid ongoing tensions between Trump and his political opponents. Listen, I can't wait for her to win and then sue him.
Yo, she was like, she's like, ain't nobody scared of Donald Trump. I'm lawyered up. And she was another one that's like this close to like blowing a gasket, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cause she was talking and she was just like, these god oh, you know what? And then she held herself
She
and kept it going.
pulled it in.
She was like, I am lawyered up. I'm not worried about that man and his nonsense. What I'm focused on is taking care of what I need to take care of and the people of New York and all of that. And like the way she's just been responding to all of these things and the statements she's been making, like this is to show you why a black woman should be the president of this country. Like it's exactly what leadership looks like. Like literally once we get another chance, and I'm hoping that this is a possibility. Once we get
Oh
another
my God.
chance, we got to put this lady in the White House. We do. I feel like first I wanted her to be the president of New York, governor. That's what we call it, right? First I wanted her to do that. But Kathy Hochul out here trying to buy people. So, maybe
She
she'll get
sure
another one.
is.
Put Letitia in the White House. Put her in the White House. That's all I'm saying. I'm just like, come on, man. Come on. Like, we can't get oh, okay. They always put black women in a position to fix things when things are going bad.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time, and it
Mm-hmm.
always works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's make it happen because we need, like you've been saying, put it in rice. Let's put it in the hands of Letitia
Yeah.
so that we can make this thing happen. Because I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't know what to do today. I really don't know
It's
what
nothing
we're
we
gonna
can
do.
do. The crazy thing is that until white people truly get fed up with the state of this country, there's not enough that we could do.
And they getting fed up. I feel like slowly but surely, every single day, they
They
lose a
get fed
little
up.
piece of them, a little bit more of them.
They get fed up, and then Taylor Swift drops a mediocre album, and they're right back to
Mm,
where they started. You know what I mean? Like this,
mm,
they don't.
mm.
So it's
Stray. Caught the stray.
it is.
Wow.
I've literally been watching it happen online this week. Taylor Swift dropped an album, mediocre,
So
mediocre,
many, so many of them are so pissed at her though.
and they're mad at her, but the ones that aren't mad at her and the ones who are like die hard are showing
Mm,
their true colors, which is why I know we will never be free.
mm,
We will never be
yeah,
free. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so until
Hmm.
we get to the point where they are really that pissed off, and I'm not gonna hold you, I've seen a lot of white women calling other white women to the carpet. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen them, but they don't care, and that's the problem.
So
They
is
don't care.
that is that the delineation point? Is that what do you call it?
Yes,
Delineation?
yes,
All right, yeah.
delineation
Is that
point.
the point? Well, soon as the scale tips on the other side for Taylor Swift, that's when we know we're in a good place. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying? Oh,
because she's MAGA Barbie. She is an
all right.
Aryan princess. She tries to act as though she's not, but she is. There's
Mm,
many dog whistles. Somebody was pointing out some of the dog whistles in this album.
mm,
Tommy Lauren was saying that Taylor Swift wants a conservative marriage. Like,
mm,
until they all delineate and they realize that she is the antithesis of what they claim to want to be when it comes to
mm,
feminism,
mm-hmm.
ain't no change gonna happen. Change is not gonna come. They
Wow.
not.
That's
Also,
just so
kudos
sad.
to Taylor Swift for showing us how unattractive Travis Kelce really is. I was blinded, girl. When he was out here dating Kayla, I said, that is a beautiful piece of man. And then in less than 6 months, you done sucked that all out of him. And I'm like, what were we all seeing? The
Oh
magic
my
of
god.
black women needs to be studied because Travis, you cannot tell me Travis Kelce was not delicious. And then now I'm
Oh
like,
man. Oh man.
okay, he looks like he pulls people over on the highway for fun. But anyway, I digress.
Sorry.
I digress.
Oh god.
That's also why
All
he's
right.
having apparently they're having an awful season, or he's having an awful season. But I
Oh
digress.
wow. You
In
done? You done?
other, yes, I'm
Cause
sorry,
cause we ain't even supposed to talk about her.
we
So
weren't. I'm sorry. It worked. Okay, it worked.
all right.
In other news, nearly 900 hikers, guides, and support staff are trapped on Mount Everest,
Mm,
and that's because
mm,
a blizzard that no one was
mm,
expecting came
mm.
out the blue.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. Mount Everest. How are you not expecting a blizzard, Jade? How? It's
Apparently, no, they said
how? Like
apparently,
it doesn't make sense.
October is usually considered one of the safest months to climb.
Also, we are completely ruining the environment. We just spoke. I started this episode with the word or the sound effect burr. That's how I started this
Yeah, you
episode,
did.
right?
You
It's
did. No,
cold.
you
It's
did.
cold. Everything is
No,
different. We don't even have a real fall. So you can't go to to the top of the top, like up there, and think that there was not going to be a possibility that there was going to be a blizzard. Even if it wasn't a blizzard, even if it was the thing that's just a notch below blizzard, you got to expect this coming.
here's the thing. With the exception of the Sherpas, they could have left everybody there
Yikes.
because you're choosing to do
Yikes.
this is a choice.
Choice.
Nobody is
Yes.
making you go up Mount Everest. Mount Everest, you already know that people die
Mm-hmm. All the time.
frequently.
Every year. Every year.
You are walking up, you are climbing up this mountain, passing bodies. Y'all are using the frozen corpses of people as marks as to where you are on this mountain and still
That
choosing to
that
climb
is a
up it. They should have left them there.
that is a vision. I did not
They,
even know
with the
that bit.
exception of the Sherpas, if there's monks or people that are from the around the mountain that are accepting money from these people because they need to feed their families, you should have left them there. Because
Mm.
then maybe with the mountain convoluted with 900 bodies, people would stop climbing up the goddamn mountain. Mount Everest
It
has
ain't
told
gonna
y'all time and time
it ain't gonna
again,
happen.
it don't want y'all up there.
Oh, Jay, you're not supposed to have me laughing at something like this, okay? This is
No,
not
these
the
people
goal.
deserve to be laughed at because this is a choice. I
Mm,
could choose to jump out of a plane without a parachute. I
mm,
don't
mm.
because I know that that's dangerous.
You see, I understand, like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I'm going through a midlife niceness. And so you see, the thing that I'm doing in order to, enjoy the rest of my, life, I got got a nice tattoo, you know, going on nice vacations, doing and seeing things that I've never seen before. I'll tell you, one of those things that I never put on my list to see was the top of Mount Everest. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now, because anybody asked me to go up there. Anybody asked me to go up
Also,
there.
there are so many things that exist that would give you the feeling or at least the visual of being on Mount Everest that you could do
Hmm.
from your house. Why?
That's right.
Why? So again, say
Yeah.
that I'm mean. Y'all can
Mm.
say that I lack empathy, whatever it is. They should have left everybody up there with the exception of the Sherpas and the locals who didn't really have a choice because these people
Hmm.
come to their towns and their villages rather and just disrupt everything. Mount Everest. And y'all are doing this
So,
willfully? My God.
sidebar. So I just spoke about my tat. I I took, I think I told you, I don't know if I told the people, but I guess they're gonna find out now. I took that Ancestry DNA test,
Hmm.
as to just find out a little bit more about my ancestry and where I come from and all of that stuff. And I had a vision in my brain as to what I was gonna do for my tattoo journey down my left arm, because I'm
Hmm.
going for a full sleeve.
Hmm.
I gotta change it. I gotta change it because what the people told me, lies. They lie. They lied to me. They lied. They lied. I'll tell you off camera what's going on, but lies. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell
You
you
know
that
what's
right now.
crazy is, and I don't know if this person is lying and I didn't do enough digging, but there was a person online today that I saw where they were saying that their cousin has like over 90 something thousand matches.
What?
And I was like, now who in your family was just out here?
What?
When I
That
find it, I'm
is
gonna find it
wild.
after and I'm gonna send it to you. It was 90 something
Y-
thousand matches.
Yeah. So I come to the realization that I'm a little bit more open minded than the rest of my family, because when it came down to like first cousins and like really close matches, I'm one of very few that's there. But
Right.
then as we get to the second and third and fourth cousin,
Thirds.
first of all, fourth cousins. First of all, somebody reached out to me. That's my fourth cousin. It was just like, "Nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. I do all of this. How you doing? What you up to? All that. I was like, "Sir, hi."
Like,
First off, let's start there.
relax.
Let's start there.
Relax.
Relax. Let's. But that fourth cousin list was like endless scrolling, endless scrolling, and I was just like, "Whoa!" Like, hmm. I gotta look into this. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out how deep I want to go into this. But
Right.
it's very interesting. But I'll tell you how these people that I called like my close family has lied to me all these years. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah,
In
yeah.
other news, and old people do not need access to social media. Dolly Parton's sister had us all going through it. I was out here sending pray for Dolly text
Mm-hmm.
messages to every
Mm-hmm.
single person I knew.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Because her
Mm-hmm.
sister Frida got online, was asking fans to pray for Dolly because her sister wasn't doing well. Okay. I was in every group chat I'm in, every single person I know. Hey, y'all, Dolly
Hey,
not doing well. Send up a prayer for Dolly. Only for Dolly to get online later and be like, I'm not dead yet, y'all.
I'm not dead yet. What's
I
wrong
just
with
a
y'all?
little under the weather. I'm not dead yet, a little under the weather.
Dolly said, I gotta give y'all a show, and this knee ain't working properly, so I gotta get my knee right, and then I'm gonna give y'all the show that y'all need. That's what it
She
is.
literally
I
was
don't know
like, I'm
I
not
don't know what's wrong with
dying.
y'all.
I'm recovering from a mild infection and kidney stones.
Plain and
Okay. Mind
simple.
you, Dottie did not have to tell us her business, but because her sister Frida want to be out here scaring the hell out of people, okay, then Frida later clarified her earlier comments, explaining that she was simply asking for support, not signaling a medical emergency. Frida, you said your sister wasn't doing well.
Dolly
and asked
said,
us for prayers.
Dolly said, I just had a little bit of the constipation. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I just needed to go to the bathroom.
That's it. That's it. You know, I
Since y'all
said,
want to know so goddamn much, shit.
since we took it, first of all, we could not have lost Dolly this year. Okay, if
Oh,
we would lose
we can't
Dolly,
handle it. We can't
no,
handle it.
like that.
We
That
can't
actually
handle it.
may be the delineation that we need to get people up in
Mm,
arms. Because what do you
mm-hmm,
mean Dolly's dead
mm-hmm.
and other people are not?
You saw how they rallied for Jimmy Kimmel. Wait until y'all see Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
Next level.
like,
Next
come
level.
on now, like let's get this
Mm-hmm.
together. I don't know if I want to talk about this. You know what? I'm not because
Uh-oh.
we have a nice little flow going.
Okay.
Um,
We did substitute Taylor for something, so I guess that works.
yeah, it was the Bluetooth, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to talk about that. That's a little, you know.
That done triggered me today. I don't know why you told me to look this up. I don't even know people be like, why do people do such nonsense? I just okay, all right. Mm-mm.
We're not. Well, maybe we'll talk about that next week. We'll see how many people hit us in the comments on some. No, no, no. I need to know what this is, and then maybe we'll add it to next week. In news that makes me happy,
Okay.
because I've been telling y'all about this kid for eons, but nobody listens to Jade. I said Aubrey is not. He's not for the people. He's
She
not a
said,
watcher.
"Kid, Janae, Janae, you you can't be more than 5 years older than this boy."
He is a child. Okay, with his duck lip selfies.
Oh God.
A federal judge has dismissed Drake's defamation lawsuit against UMG. The case, which obviously stemmed from Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us, accused Drake of being a certified pedophile. The court ruled that the lyrics were protected as artistic expression and opinion, not factual claims. Drake
Mm-hmm.
sued UMG, his own record label, arguing that they promoted and profited from Kendrick's alleged defamatory song. Judge Jeanette Vargas rejected that argument, stating that diss tracks are part of a long-standing artistic tradition in rap culture, often using exaggerated or offensive language that is not meant to be taken literally. She also threw in there at the very end that the song was catchy and had a good beat. I cannot believe that the judge was like, by the way,
That's my bop. That's a bop.
that was the song of the summer. I too was at Goon Team and was singing and was yelling A
You didn't see me on the stage.
minor.
You didn't see me on the stage.
Like UMG called the
Oh.
lawsuit frivolous and a threat to artistic freedom. Drake has already gotten online and said that that they will appeal. UMG also has had me tickled because they got online and was like, and we will look forward to continue working with Aubrey and supporting him in whatever endeavor he has, because you know what? He signed an awful deal and we still own him. So
Yikes. Yo, it is I'm so happy this outcome happened this way because people don't understand the ramifications of what this would have meant if he
yeah,
won this thing.
yeah.
That would mean that every single word that y'all come out here and put out there is subject to a lawsuit,
Mm-hmm.
subject to you going right behind the bars.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that at least in music we can still have somewhat of a freedom of speech,
Mm-hmm.
I'm elated because at this point that's all we got. That's all we got. So
I am elated for that reason. I'm also elated because could he take any more L's behind this song? And the reality of the situation is, right? Whoever's on his team genuinely does not like him, because if he would have just left this alone, this song would
yeah,
have died down by now.
yeah,
Every time news drops about Kendrick getting another win regarding this song and this lawsuit, the streaming numbers go up.
today, today, this thing happened in what, April of last year? This is when it started, April or something like that.
Yeah.
We thought that the whole 2024 was given to Kendrick, and then Kendrick decided that he was going to cap it off with a Super Bowl performance, and that was going to be it. 2025, Kendrick being quiet, but not really so quiet because he got every single person on the face of the planet coming to these concerts and moshing in the crowds. All you seeing is crazy A minor videos. And so he's been doing that. Only to top that off with this judgment is amazing. Like, this is never ending. This is never
Ever.
ending.
And the crazy thing is, all Kendrick has to do is perform the song. Like, he has not said anything official. Like, all he does is what he's been always doing. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Meanwhile, Drake got to
Yeah.
get on stage and say all kinds of things. All his little rapping, well, not even rapping, but all his little minions feel like they got to defend him, and then they end up looking stupid. I love this for him. Could not have happened to a worse person, and I am
Mm.
happy that it is happening to him. Keep it up.
Mhm. I think these fans are the same fans that they call Barbs. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
I think
That
so.
lady's fans are
You know what?
demented too.
You know what's so crazy? So my cousin and I don't want to put, I'm not even gonna say their gender because then they're gonna figure out who I'm talking about. But my cousin and I, we've been beefing over who is the better artist, Nicki or Cardi, right? For years. For years. This person was
Okay.
on the side of the Barbs. I
Mm-hmm.
was on the side of Cardi, right? Even this cousin was just like, nah, I gotta give it to you. Nah, I gotta give it to you. She batshit crazy. Why she went after the children? Like it's that
It's
bad.
wild.
It's that
It's
bad.
wild. It is wild. Again, and all Nikki had to do was just mind her business and let the girls do what the girls do, and then pop out with a guest verse every once in a while. That's literally all she had to do. That's it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, say la vie.
Hmm.
We're gonna keep the good vibes going. Reading Rainbow's coming back, and it's being hosted by the amazing Mychal the Librarian.
We should have started out with this because that's what we
No, I wanted us
needed
to end on a
to
good
set
note. I
this.
wanted us to end,
Okay, all
you know what I
right.
mean? Because we're gonna have a discussion right after the Mychal conversation,
Let's
maybe.
go.
But
Let's go.
Mychal's hosting Reading Rainbow. If y'all are not familiar with Mychal the Librarian, I follow him on TikTok. That's why I was introduced to him during the pandemic. He has been a staunch advocate of libraries, the programs, what libraries do for you, the power of a library card,
Right,
in the
right.
most wholesome, sweetest, kindest way possible. Like, he just exudes innocent joy. Okay.
Hmm.
I remember there was a point in time, because Mychal is not, he does not, I mean, he's normal to me, but he does not give off this hyper masculine energy that people look for. There was a moment in time where people tried to come for Mychal on said intranets. And boy, did they learn fast and swift that
People don't play by him.
we don't play behind Mychal. Okay. We do not play
Yeah.
behind Mike. Think of the Beehive, but people with like, and people in the Beehive also have accelerated degrees, but I'm talking about like the people who be in the library reading for fun.
I feel
Everybody.
like I just gave you a cross section of fans with the other conversation. This is the same. This is the same fan group. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
This is the same.
Listen. Anyway, Mychal is, I think it's starting next year.
26. I think I heard
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I think so.
26.
I think so.
I know that I am not the demographic, but when I tell you I shall be tuned
Set.
in, set watching
Correct.
Mychal and his version of Reading Rainbow. I cannot wait for LeVar Burton to pop up so that my childhood heart,
You know he will.
because
You know he
you
will.
know, first of all, Mychal has made sure that he's given kudos to LeVar Burton and thanked him for being the reason that Reading Rainbow even exists. One.
Yeah.
Two, apropos as people are apt to do, they were upset that I guess Mychal's not, or they didn't know, but they were like, oh, why couldn't the Reading Rainbow host be Latino this time, or whatever, whatever. And Mychal let y'all know that he's actually half Latino.
Best of both worlds.
So sit down. Okay. His daddy black, his mama is Mexican and something else, and like Venezuelan or something like that. Mychal
Yeah.
is half Spanish. Okay. He's
So,
half Latin. Leave him alone.
you you think we gonna get another Reading Rainbow remix from Shaka Khan? She's still kicking.
He has a new person doing it,
Okay.
but I feel like, now, no shade to Shaka. Y'all know I love me some Shaka, but Shaka is now on the sugar booger too. And I don't know that
Oh
Shaka
my god.
could do what Shaka did for Reading Rainbow again. But I'm for it if Shaka put the sugar booger down.
Oh boy, I can't even remember the. Forgive me there, because there was the original lady, and she fucked that song up too. So
Yeah.
like anybody could do it. And then I saw on TikTok that I don't know, it was like a group of four people, two girls and two guys, and they was harmonizing the hell out of that song. So I wouldn't mind that
First
either.
of
Like
all,
so.
the way we devour the Reading Rainbow song needs to be studied, okay?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
people be remixing the hell out of that song and just making that song even more glorious than that I can do. They be, okay?
nasty,
That song,
nasty work, nasty work.
I cannot wait. Shout out to Mychal, the librarian.
Yeah,
You are what the world needs. The world
yeah,
needs more people like you. I'm excited
yeah.
for it, okay?
I'm pretty excited about it too because also he's bringing some attention to the importance of mental health as
Yes,
well because he's very open about his struggles
yes.
and the fact that he's just like just kind of find that one thing that is going to get you through the next 24 hours and then the next 24 hours after that and all that and I think I don't know. I think he's in therapy or
Yeah,
whatever it is, but like he is a big advocate for this. So I think this could only do more good for people. As you know, I am a very big advocate for mental health, especially for Black males. And so anybody that's helping the cause and the plight, I'm with it. So, good for
listen.
him.
Now that I think about it, the last time I argued with somebody on the internet was me arguing behind Michael. Okay. And I remember that person ended up blocking me when it was all said and done. And I just want y'all to know I don't play about Michael. So when it comes to reviews for Reading Rainbow, I don't want to see nothing on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes that's less than 100% because I'm gonna
Hmm.
come. Leave Michael
Yeah.
alone.
The
Okay.
guests, the guests that are about to come on, like it's a pretty
Heavy
good guest
hitters.
list. It's pretty good. So
Heavy hitters. I'm excited for Michael. He
looking
deserves it.
forward to it. Yeah.
Um, two quick bites. Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in jail. Really should have been 100, but who am I? Um,
And it's so terrible because it's like he gets to like the time served gets to be put in there and
yeah,
so it's less than that time and then you only got to serve about I think it's 80 or
yeah,
85% of that time
yeah.
and then on top of that he's trying to get moved to like
Jersey.
Fort Dix or
Yeah.
yes low security and then he also asking Donald Trump for a pardon so who knows he
First
might
of
be out
all,
tomorrow who knows whatever.
I will never give Donald Trump any type of credit, but the fact that he insists on calling that man Puff Daddy when everybody know that that man has left that name behind in 1999 and Donald Trump just because Donald Trump does not respect anybody. He was like, because
No.
I call him Puff Daddy because he wants you to know that he is better than him. He is above him. He is allowed to call him whatever he wants to. Anyway, also, some of y'all be out here getting dogs, not knowing what to do with them. Tyrese was just arrested. He's free now on bond because his two Cane Corsos killed a small dog in his Atlanta neighborhood. Tyrese had these dogs. I guess they was just doing what these dogs do, roaming around, which they shouldn't be. And they got into another neighbor's yard or property and attacked their small dog, which ended up in that poor dog dying. I don't know if y'all know how big Cane Corsos are, but them things literally are like if they stand up on their hind legs, 5'10".
Wild,
Like these dogs is
wild,
big.
wild business.
They're big. And they look intimidating most of the time when they are well trained. They're big, they're literally big teddy bears when they are well trained. Obviously, Tyrese did not train his dogs. Lock him up too. Throw away the key. Throw away the key.
Man, man. I so they had a warrant out for his arrest for animal cruelty. I think that's what they
Yeah,
said, right?
yeah.
So I'm trying I don't know the law here. I don't really understand. I know um technically dogs and cats and all that stuff are considered property, but then recently they're considering dogs a part of the family and like all of that stuff. So I don't really know what to make of this because it's like animal cruelty how like where's the animal cruelty? I'm trying to understand.
The animal cruelty is the death of the other dog. It's not his dogs
Right. Okay. And so
because his
he's
dogs attacked the other
right.
dog. That's a
So it's
cruelty.
just property destroying other property again.
Right.
Again, like I just, it's really interesting. I kind of can't wait to see how this kind of like shakes out because I really don't know. But like, it is a terrible situation. The dog that Tyrese's dogs are accused of, killing is a very demure and like cute
Cavalier
and
King.
like just like the dog has like only wants to play and love. Like so it's
Listen,
a
that
sad
dog went
situation.
outside to pee. The owner said he let his dog out to have a quick bathroom break and then
Yeah.
found him in lifeless in the driveway minutes later. They looked at the cameras. The pack of Tyrese's 4 Conde Corsos were there minutes before I found Henry's body. The dog's name was Henry. There was absolutely no cars, no humans, just the dogs, and he was dead.
Mm.
A police report detailed the attack, noting that Henry had broken ribs, internal bleeding, and puncture wounds. So they thought he was a toy and was probably just flinging this poor dog all over the
Oh my
place.
god.
Okay, I listen. Throw him away.
Yeah.
Throw him away. And then
Yeah.
the sad thing is, now I don't know if these dogs. I don't know what they've done with the dogs, but they will probably be put down
More than
if they
likely.
haven't
Yeah.
already been, and that's
Already,
not
right.
their fault.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
with that being
Yes, move
said,
on. Yes, please.
Aisha Curry took a deep breath, said some things, and now the internet has been up in shambles about it. She recently was on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Well, she wasn't even recent. It was like a month ago. But she opened up about how she never originally wanted to get married or have children. She described herself as being a career girl who had big personal ambitions and never imagined herself as someone dreaming about weddings or motherhood. She also explained that her life changed quickly after meeting and marrying Steph Curry, who y'all know plays in the NBA. I don't remember. Oh, the Golden State Warriors. Saying she
Hmm.
became a wife and mother much earlier than she expected. She revealed that after getting pregnant soon after marriage, she often felt like she didn't have time to focus on her own goals or identity outside of being a wife and mom. Now she says she's in a new chapter, rediscovering who she is, beyond family life, exploring more personal fulfillment and what that looks like for her. She emphasized that she isn't unhappy, just focused on finding balance and purpose beyond motherhood and marriage, something many women can relate to. When I tell you the think pieces that dropped after this woman was on this podcast, I need some of y'all
Today.
to go outside and touch some grass for real. Okay?
Because I don't know what she said that was so wrong.
Nothing.
Like, because.
Nothing. That woman said nothing wrong. The problem is society has made it so that women and people in general are made to feel as though marriage is the end goal and the end result, and you should be blessed to be married. Otherwise, if you're not, then something's wrong with you. You are lacking. So, this woman speaking honestly and frank about what it is to be a married woman has people up in arms because they don't want to have to take the mirror and look at themselves. This woman said, and I'm not even an Ayesha Curry fan. I think she's insipid most of the time. This woman said nothing wrong.
um, yeah, like I could kind of understand where she's coming from too. I never like I'm a staunch like I'm the married dad on this show. Like so that's what people know me as, but I didn't think that marriage was for me. I knew that I wanted to have kids, but I thought that marriage was dumb. Like when I was growing up, I was like, what the hell? What do I hell I care about a piece of paper for or whatever? And then as I got older, things changed and all of that. But like it just I never saw like many relationships that looked like it was very exciting. Like they would get married, but then they weren't really looking like they were in love or anything like that. They just looked like, okay, we just together for the kids and all that. It's like that's not what I wanted my life to be. So I kind of can understand that also ambitions. You go to school, you grow up, people tell you and pour into you and have you think that okay, all right, I have all these ambitions, only for you to get married and lose all those ambitions. No, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense.
But that's
That,
literally what she's saying, right? Like she thought she knew what she wanted with her life, met this man, and everything changed for her, right? What is wrong with that? That's a
and
lot of
then
women's story. And
and
there's
then you
literally
figure it
nothing.
out.
Yeah, there's literally nothing wrong with it. And now she's in a place where she has to kind of find that balance for herself, probably for the sake of her marriage, because after a while, you do start to resent, right? I'm sure there's some sort of resentment there, especially if that's not what your intentions were. But the fact
Right.
that she's open enough to talk about it, I don't think we're the first to hear it. I'm pretty sure Steph knows how she feels. You know what I mean? I'm sure this woman did not go on this podcast and was just like, let me air out my marriage. And like, she didn't seem miserable at all. She spoke her truth. And a lot of y'all think that these titles, like husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, that's your identity. That's your personality. That's all you have to cling to. So when someone holds up a mirror and says, I'm happy, but this is not at all what I expected from myself, you take that personal, because without your marriage, without your husband, without your boyfriend, you or your wife or your girlfriend, you have and are nothing to you. To you,
Yikes.
that's not to say that that's true, but that's how you
Right.
feel because this
Right.
relationship validates you somehow.
Yeah.
Go outside and touch some grass.
It's a terrible that's a terrible
They've been
situation. Like
arguing
even
online 40 days and 40 nights about this.
it's so dumb. It's like Michelle Obama was the more impressive person in the partnership called the Obamas. She decided to step aside so that her husband could do what he does, and he did a great thing by becoming president and doing all those things. But that never stopped Michelle Obama from doing whatever the hell she wanted to do, and she's a a force by herself, regardless. Still, now after her husband was the most powerful man on the planet, like what are we talking about? Like, come on! Like people
Go
still have their
outside.
ambitions, and people are still amazing without a partnership.
Some of the backlash she faces too is because of like the Christianity aspect of it, because we know that her and Steph are very much like they're into like their religion, you know what I mean? Like, and they don't hide that, which is fine, which is
Hmm.
fine. I need y'all to touch some grass because whatever works for them may not work for you. And
That's
I
right.
know she told us their business, but if it's working for them, why do we care? That woman said
Yeah.
nothing wrong. Her kids look happy. They look like they
Yeah.
are well adjusted.
Hmm.
Riley had us in a chokehold for quite some time. I can't believe that child is however old she is now. She's probably in college at this point, the way time is moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah. I
mean?
don't know how old she is, but she's definitely old.
Like,
Yeah.
let that
And
woman
yeah,
breathe. These
most of
NBA
these.
stars, their wives take a breath and y'all be ready to pounce. A couple months ago, y'all had Vanessa Bryant pregnant and y'all was up in arms saying Kobe deserved better. Kobe has been dead for 5 years.
Come on.
Savannah James be like, I love my son. Y'all be like, boy moms. Oh my God. Y'all need to touch some grass.
Yeah. And all of these relationships that they be having all their shit to talk about. These are most of the time they're pretty strong relationships where both people are fulfilling their dreams and fulfilled by themselves and with their partner and with their children and all of those things. And y'all mad. Y'all want to break that stuff up. I don't understand why we can't just uplift these people so that they could be the example that you need for your children to look up to so that when they grow up they could also live that life.
Because people are
It's
miserable,
miserable.
Ryan.
Miserable.
Misery loves company, and y'all want everybody to be miserable like you.
I'm out here trying to raise children that will be great partners if they choose to be great partners, only for y'all to drop off a whole bunch of garbage for them to pick through. Like, and so it's like, come on. it's
Like,
like,
make
it's
it
like,
make sense.
come on.
Make it. That's like I sent you that video of that mom who asked her young son what would he do if one of his partners was like, your mom is hot, and then he had like the toy gun and like shot his pretend partner in the face because he said his mom was hot. And she was like, that's what you. I need some of y'all to find a village. Because why are we asking our, and this child was no, he was not even 6, I don't think.
Right.
And even if he was 6, you shouldn't be asking him this. But why are we asking our sons, what would you do if your friend thought your mom was hot? Why is your mind going there? Because your
Yeah.
son is 6, which means you are a smooth 20, 30 years older than him.
Which means that the friend is also probably 6. So it's like, oh my God.
Y'all don't be
I
thinking,
just,
especially when it comes to
I,
clicks and views and likes, y'all just be saying anything. Like J-Lo. Sorry.
oh my God. Another stray. I should call this episode Stray. Stray Dog. I'm going to call it Stray Dog. That's the name of this episode. Oh my
I
God.
still can't believe she said her voice was
Oh,
suited for Broadway and
oh
musicals, right?
no.
The
Oh
audacity.
no.
Anyway, I have 2 dad jokes and they are good and terrible, but I'm going to tell them anyway.
Hmm.
You ready?
I have 4, so maybe I should start so we can
Yeah, you
spread them
start.
out a little bit. We
Yes.
can spread them out. Okay. Why did Mr. Information file for divorce?
Because misinformation lied.
Because so many people were spreading misinformation.
Ryan. Ryan.
Maybe I should have closed with that one.
Ryan.
Your turn.
I, how does a hamburger introduce his girlfriend?
I feel like I heard this and don't remember. I don't know.
Meat patty.
Meat patty. Yes, meat patty. Yes. feel like that was a very early one.
It probably
All right.
was. We just be out here recycling jokes.
What did the left leg say to the right leg?
I just know this about to be. Oh God, what did it say, Ryan?
That guy in the middle is a bit of a dick, isn't he?
Oh. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
You got any more? You got one more?
No.
You don't got one more. All right.
No.
This one, we'll do this one before the sign off. All right. I don't really like those people that come to the door and tell you that you need to be saved or you'll burn. Why do you think firemen say that? Virgo Season Show at gmail.com is the email address. VirgoSeasonShow.com is the website. Please, send us some things. Let us know if you want us to talk about something that we don't want to talk about, and then we can discuss. Because I'm so tired of this. We are talking about the pits of hell on this show.
Next week, I have something. I'm so excited because it was supposed to be this week, but I was busy. But we got it next week. Oh, my legs are so tight. But it's because I've been wearing heels all week.
I thought you was about to be real crazy with what you was about to say. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Oh my God, not the angel. You can also find us at Virgo Season Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's at Virgo Season Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. You can find Ryan at Black Ryan on TikTok and Instagram. And you can find me at Joyhdae on TikTok and Instagram.
I keep forgetting. Y'all should subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Give us 5 stars, all that. Reviews, all that stuff.
Do us a favor.
It helps.
Now, honestly, even if you don't watch it on YouTube, go hit that subscribe button on YouTube. It'll help us out a lot. Then, even if you just listen, right? Which, fine. Some of y'all like to just listen during your commute. Get it. Totally understand. Go leave us a rating on the episode on whatever podcast or whatever streaming service you're listening on. Whether it's Spotify, Apple Music. You don't even have to say words. You could just leave us 5 stars and then go on about your business. It'll help us out a lot. We'd appreciate it.
Yes. All right. One more for the road. All right.
Oh, I know it's going to be out of pocket when you giggle beforehand. Oh, God. Go ahead.
How can you tell who the head nurse at the hospital is?
I know this one. This is called bruised knees.
By the knees. I was trying to rewrite that joke to Denise, like Denise or whatever, but like that way. Anyway, see y'all next time.
Bye.
Virgo season!